problems with Obamacare. We don't know what the costs are, but most private providers of insurance say they think the costs are going to end up being passed on to the consumer. Second, it is fundamentally un-American to compel people to buy a product. And people on very low incomes who can't afford to do that are now going to be hit effectively with a new tax they can't afford. Mitt Romney, by contrast, wants to keep those bits of Obamacare which are good, so covering people with pre-existing conditions. There's no denying that the system desperately needs reform. But his emphasis is going to be upon letting people do what they can afford to do, allowing the private market to provide cheaper, better health care, and most importantly, removing that issue of the mandate so that government doesn't compel people to do something, because this is fundamentally un-American.
Yeah, but this is the thing, isn't it? I mean, Obamacare was going to be the great sort of issue that was going to undermine Obama. It was his great Achilles heel. And as the campaign has developed, what we've actually seen, it's actually become an Achilles heel for Mitt Romney. As with so much of the campaign, he started off with a clear stance on it. He suddenly realised his stance on healthcare was really starting to do him significant damage in key swing states such as Florida. And as ever, he's tried to shift position. He started to flit about, as you said. Suddenly Mitt Romney wants to keep bits of it. He doesn't want to keep bits of it. He wants to scrap it. He doesn't want to scrap it. It's Obamacare. It suddenly turned into Romneycare.
Why is it unreasonable to try and save the best bits of a
No,
bad
it's
bill?
not. It's not unreasonable to shift to. It's not unreasonable to do what Mitt Romney's done during this campaign and admit he was wrong on Obamacare. And they started off. He was going to repeal it. People were saying it was going to that by introducing Obamacare, Obama was showing he was the son of Karl Marx. That's now changed. Either Mitt Romney has become a Marxist, or people have started to realise that Obamacare is actually wrong.
There's no reason for him to admit that it's wrong. For goodness sake, he created the prototype. We all know that. The difference is
so it's Romneycare. It is actually Romneycare.
I wouldn't deny that. The difference is that.
But you might not. But the problem was at the start of the campaign, Mitt Romney was saying, and the Republican Party was saying, Obamacare, it's got to go. Now Mitt Romney's saying Obamacare, it's got to stay. Now, in fact, he's not only saying it's got to stay, he's now saying Obamacare, it's my care, it's Romneycare.
That's the way the pundits interpreted it. If you go back to the primaries, you go back to the debates, he always said, I'm proud of the fact that we've got almost everyone insured. He never denied that. The difference is that his plan is one you choose. It's something the federal government doesn't force on states.
But the problem,
Romneycare is something the states do. It preserves the American system.
But it's not about, it's his plan is one the American people choose. It's the fact is that when it comes to healthcare, Romney's been choosing this and choosing that and choosing the other, and that's why people are going to choose Barack Obama.